Now, there are many reasons why GTA 6 is going to be even better than we imagine, and to me that all starts with the Rockstar AI. It starts with those life sim elements, and they're going to have more than ever before. They're going to be doubling down on immersion. Red Dead Redemption 2 allowed players to live an entire life basically. You could shower, you could change your clothes, you could play poker, you could hunt, and more all in one day. You could basically live an entire lifetime in Red Dead Redemption 2. The single player experience will likely have much more longevity, with deeper interactions and richer details that keep players engaged long after the credits roll. And to me, when I think back to the GTA series, I think of how I really liked GTA 4 and the games before it, but not the GTA 5 story very much. Now, there were moments in that story that made me feel something, but what they're going to do with GTA 6 is going to integrate even more of those life sim elements, the dynamic world, the dynamic environment. They're going to make the AI live entire lives in the game, and that's going to make it more immersive than ever. This game's going to capture a sense of multiple genres. When it comes to the gameplay, there's one golden star. It's their AI. Red Dead Redemption 2 set that gold standard. The NPCs followed daily routines, the animals had real hierarchies, the food systems were real. It was as if you were living in Montana in that time. It was just a world that reacted to you in a way that felt organic. I do acknowledge that Red Dead Redemption 2 took place in the wilderness, in the Wild West. There was a lot more wildlife to be seen. In fact, there were over 100, up to 200 wildlife species in that game. All of them accurate. You could go birding in Red Dead Redemption 2. When it comes to GTA 6, I think those elements are going to be more about the people and the city. They're a different type of wildlife, those people, but they're still wildlife. The characters in a GTA game are just as crazy as the animals in Red Dead Redemption. So I think that those characters are going to have that same kind of dynamism. We've seen lackluster AI in recent games, or any game with stealth missions. The Spider-Man games, the stealth missions that just put AI to shame. You look at Star Wars Outlaws, the AI problems with that game. But Rockstar doesn't play by those rules. They don't play by any of these rules. Expect NPCs to remember your past actions, comment on your appearance, and react dynamically in the moment to your choices, just like in Red Dead Redemption 2, but on a grander scale, because this game is all about the people. There's no nature really, and you're going to really feel like this world is alive. Another reason why, GTA 6 will have a female lead, and that matters. The reason why that matters is because it's time to shut down the tired, bad faith arguments about women in games. Rockstar has already proven they can create compelling female characters. Think Sadie, Adler, and Abigail in Red Dead Redemption 2. If they bring that same level of depth and storytelling to a Bonnie and Clyde style narrative that it looks like GTA 6 will have, then we're in for something special. I mean, what better way to tell a great female protagonist story and have her be a badass thief that appears to be maybe thrown in jail and has some kind of moral ups and downs? That's just a great setup for great storytelling. Listen, I say that they're tired and bad faith because a lot of the times they are. I want diversity in games. There's a right way to do it. Now, there are examples where there is just pointless virtue signaling, and that's not helping anyone, but those examples are few and far between, and I want to make it clear. I don't agree with those either, because those are clearly just execs or some corporations trying to make money off of having more diversity in their games, and that's not the point. That's not what I want. That's not what anyone wants. And there are those examples. The problem with these people is how they're completely conflating something that isn't a real problem. And having a strong female protagonist is going to help buffer against ridiculous, overinflated arguments, the ones that we see all the time online about games. It just has to be organic. Don't make it feel awkwardly shoehorned in. I am not one of those people who say, anti-woke this, anti-woke that, DEI. A lot of that's bogus. A lot of that's just people farming views and wanting to see the downfall of certain types of people in this world. It's bad faith. When it comes to this game, I think that this could be really cool because having a female lead who's strong and independent, like a lot of women out there, could just shut them up for once, maybe. Of course, certain grifters will find a way to be upset, but let's be real, they always do. We can just hope for good games, and that's what really matters in the end. Another thing I think is important too, a game that unites. That's what GTA 6 will be. Gaming has become so divisive. Everything turns into a debate, and the loudest voices always find something to complain about. But GTA 6 has the potential to unite all of these voices in a way few games do. It's not about forced diversity or controversy like I was saying, it's about Rockstar telling a great story, creating a deep world, and giving players a game that simply works, that's written well, that feels right. Sure, the usual bad faith actors, like I was saying, will try to stir something up, but I don't think they'll have much ammunition this time. They'll dig some bullets off the ground, ones they've already shot 1,000,000 times, they'll dig the casings off the ground. At a certain point, they're just shooting dust, shooting blanks. So GTA 6 has that potential to unite us all, and even though the times we're living in are not times to laugh in, I think that we will have a laugh at GTA 6 and its commentary on this country. To be real, GTA 5 didn't have a great story in my opinion. It was fun, chaotic, and the characters were interesting. There were a few moments that were touching or crazy. It had its moments, but it wasn't on the level of Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, Rockstar has a chance to merge the best of both worlds because GTA isn't always about telling the most powerful story. Sometimes it's about being ridiculous. It has that signature humor and satire. If you combine that with the deep character work and the world building of Red Dead, you have a really great game. And I think that'll bring even more people in if they hear GTA 6 has a really interesting story. There's a lot of great commentary in there. They always learn, they always improve. Like I said, they're never content. That's the mark of a true champion. And that's why I expect GTA 6's story to be one of its strongest aspects, actually, which I wouldn't say was the case for the previous game. Now, when it comes to multiplayer, I have cautious optimism. I'm not the biggest fan of GTA Online, but I had fun when it first launched. That said, I have some skepticism about GTA 6's multiplayer. Rockstar's handling of Red Dead Redemption 2 Online and how they treated the community, how there were a ton of bugs that were constantly happening on the servers, was underwhelming. It was plagued with all of that stuff. However, GTA is their golden goose. They will prioritize it. Whether that means we get a refined, polished multiplayer experience or another microtransaction-fueled mess remains to be seen. But I do have faith that this multiplayer is going to be even better, and that there's going to be more depth to it. There might be more of a central storyline. There doesn't need to be, they know there doesn't need to be, so I'm not expecting that, but that's my personal hope. I have a feeling they're going to learn from the Red Dead Redemption 2 storyline, the Red Dead Online, and they're going to make this even better. Also, snow. Now call me crazy here, but one of the biggest reasons GTA 6 is going to be better than we imagine is because that means we're that much closer to Red Dead Redemption 3 releasing. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. And yeah, I appreciate you coming along, listening to me talk about GTA 6. We'll see if it comes out this year. But yeah, have a good one.